Hi, and welcome back to Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman. My name is Chris LaRose, and this here is Douglas Maidenford of Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman.
Of Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman.
Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman.
Okay.
Our resident Dutchman.
That's what I'm used to hearing.
Yeah, I gotta
mix it up every once in a while. Okay.
Yeah, every time I show up, you change stuff, so I gotta keep you on your toes.
Okay,
now.
fair enough.
Keep you fighting fit and sharp.
Fair enough.
Well, are you ready for a question?
I am
Doug?
always ready for a question.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Okay, we got this one from Johnny Hiehewer of Virginsville.
Johnny Hiehewer.
Hiehewer. Oh,
don't you know?
I don't have my old man glasses.
You don't know old Johnny Hiehewer. Johnny lives out the back of Virginsville. I know him.
Back of Virginsville.
On the way from Virginsville to Massillum Church. If you know that region of Berks County, you and me need to drink a beer together. Oof. But old Johnny, he lives out there. He lives in this little hut, this little shack out there between Virginsville and Lenhartsville. There's a covered bridge somewhere in there as well, and the Maiden Creek flows through. It's something else. What, Johnny Hiehewer?
Yeah.
The Johnny Hiehewer sent us in a question.
He's got a question. So he wants us to explain the I scale. Oh, that's a good one.
Well, Johnny.
There is a scale. I don't know.
I think we gotta back up. There might be people out there watching this video that don't know what we mean by I.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, I'm sure everybody who's got PA Dutch friends and family have heard I.
Yeah, we have this phrase in Pennsylvania Dutch. I guess it's Pennsylvania Dutch. We say it all the time. This I. A lot of times it's usually three in a row. And there's a lot of reasons or situations when we say it, right? So he wants to know, is there a scale?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, it depends on how mad you are, or surprised, or.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about.
Or how much something hurts. You know, if you stub your toe, you're
So typically, we Pennsylvania Dutch, we like things in three. So, 3 is in a row is what I'm used to.
I've heard 1 and 2 though.
You've heard somebody just say, "I." No, that's what pirates say.
No, I've heard 1 when somebody was about to back up over his "Aye."
Oh. And you've heard it 2?
I've heard 2. I've heard somebody hit their thumb with a hammer like "Aye." You know?
No. You can't do it in 2. You cannot just do 2 in a row. It doesn't feel right.
3 or more.
Listen to me. Now, if I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna have to physically stop myself after the second one. Feel how? Don't you feel that it's the tension? There's this unresolved tension. You have to say the third time.
Yeah.
Can you go more than 3? That's the question. Heavens, yes, you can.
Well, you could go on forever.
I'll tell you what, for the people out there that aren't Pennsylvania Dutch, you might be wondering, when the heck do you use this? Well, Chris already alluded to
when use it,
don't you use it is the better question. I can think of how many different situations. Here's one for you. Somebody tells a really bad joke. And, you know, one of those where you're like, oh, my God. But we'd say, I. Or,
so that's 2 sets of 3.
Well, yeah, that was 6 right there. No, but okay. Another situation. Somebody tells you a story that maybe has a sad ending, or something didn't. The story was, it turned out not well. Then it has this other meaning of like empathy with the person.
Now, which I do you put the emphasis on? Is it the first, middle, or the end?
I think I tend to put it on the first I. I. So you can express empathy, sympathy, frustration. Yeah, like Chris said, you hit yourself with a hammer or something. That's
probably gonna get 5 or 6.
Yeah, that'll get more than 3.
I got an idea. How about this, Doug? I'm going to tell you a bunch of situations, and you respond with the appropriate number of I's.
So, in reference to this, to Johnny's question, maybe there's no written scale. There's no written scale.
You gotta feel it.
It starts at 3. We've already established that. There is no situation, I will argue this, where you can only do 1 or 2.
Well, I think there's a way you can kind of tell the fluency of a Dutchman by how many I's, like if everybody in the room's in agreement that like, yeah, it's a 7 I situation, then they're like, yeah, that guy, he's Dutch. He's a real
Yeah,
Dutchman.
if somebody's learning Pennsylvania Dutch and they're a novice
and they
just use one
or one
two,
too many,
that's where that teacher in that class got to step in and say, "You're doing well, but
you left one off.
You can't just say I or I. It's got to be I.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So Doug, you're driving down the road.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
yeah,
you hear like a bump, 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 and then you find out that your tire went flat. And you got to pull over. You're on 78. Traffic is freaking crazy. They're zipping by 100 miles an hour.
That's high on the scale. Because I'm going to, first off, if I figured out I blew my tire, then it's going to be, I'm still sitting in the car.
Before you get out, how many?
Or at least I know something happened to my car. Now, how many is that? 8, probably.
I think that's 6.
6.
Yep,
okay,
6
then I open the door and hope that no semi doesn't...
crazy nut job.
It blows me over, and then I see that my whole tire's blown apart. Now I'm going to be like, Now what's that?
That's 7. You tacked another one
I tacked one on there. And then I would probably go into some other probably dirty Pennsylvania Dutch swear words at that point. But yeah, I'd say that situation there is a 6 or 7 for sure.
Okay. What if you're going to the butcher?
Yes.
And you're ordering scrapple.
Yes.
And the lady puts it on the scale.
Yeah.
And you catch her putting her thumb on it.
Hey, that's no...
If you know, you know.
You don't do that. You don't do that. I'm gonna say, I see it, and I don't care how pretty she is. I'm gonna say, hey nah. Do that dog, Meg. Get your thumb out of there.
I've never heard an hey nah.
Well, I'd probably say, hey. Now come on. That's what I'd probably say. Now come on. That's not right. Nope. That's 3 because that's gonna be followed by something else. But it's not. That's an That's like that's not anger. That's not sympathy.
So
that's like
that.
what? Who do you think you are? One of those type things. That was a good situation. That's never happened to me.
That's happened to a couple friends of mine at a local butcher shop.
They put the thumb on the scale.
It was something else they put on the scale.
Moving on.
All right. So, you're going into the fridge.
Yes.
You get out the big old jar of red beet eggs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's Friday night. Yeah. I got a long week of work under my belt.
It's hot out. You're going for a cold red beet egg.
Yes.
You see all the big old sloshing beet juice.
Oh, yeah.
And the beets floating around in there. And you're thinking, oh, man, it's 115 degrees out. All I need is a beer and this red beet egg. You take off the lid, reach in there with the tongs, and you swish around, and you find nothing.
There's no eggs.
You find out...
Just beets.
You find out your kid ate the last one.
I think I would first have to collect myself. Because I don't like to fly off the handlebars. Even though my wife may say different. I try not to. But that's going to be a situation where... Like you said, it's a Friday. You've worked all week. It's 105 degrees.
It takes a week to make the darn things.
Yeah, and the only thing I'd been thinking about all day at work was having that red beet egg. And I open that jar and there's nothing in there. I think that would be a slow That'd be like and drag that last one out.
All right, now you put the red beets back in the fridge.
Yes.
And you're walking back into the bedroom. You're going to go to bed. You're all disappointed. You're like, I can't even get a red beet egg.
Yes.
You step on a Lego with your bare foot.
Do you remember when my car blew the tire there on 78?
What gets more
Well, I think the car is going to get more, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be darn close. Legos are sharp. That's 7 or 8, I think, for sure.
Yeah, but it's the harshness. It's like a sharp...
Oh, yeah.
You can kind of see it if you draw a picture.
Absolutely.
It's as pointy as the object you step on. What about if you stub your toe?
I'm not a big toe... Well, I think my...
That's one.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking nah. It'd be 3 at least. I'm telling you, you can't do less than 3. Anybody that does less than 3 is a charlatan. There's a $5 word for you. Whew, I said it. I really like this question. And listen, you people out there, let us know if you agree with us on this. If you let me know if you think you can do 1 or 2. If you think that's socially acceptable.
I think you can.
No, don't know better. No.
I think you can. I just don't know when.
Nope. I'm going to disagree with you on that, young man. No way, man. 3 minimum.
You know, I think there's a bit of a cadence to it. You know, it's almost musical.
Everything. You can see the that is Pennsylvania Dutch. You know that. We've talked about that.
You could write out a music sheet. It's like rest, sharp I, flat I.
Maybe.
We need to get some music people. Oh, wait a minute, we're music people.
We can do that. We'll work on that.
Oh.
We'll write a song about it. Hey. Who was? Oh, Johnny, you behave yourself out there in Virginsville, and till we see you again.
Yeah.
You grottle out of the mountains there, and then we'll maybe run into you at the folk festival. How's that sound, Johnny?
Hey, we're playing there this year.
We will be playing there. Maybe in our next video. No, we should say it in this video. Hey, we're going to be at the Kutztown Folk Festival live.
Doing all sorts of nonsense.
July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The festival runs the 1st to the 9th. But we're only going to be there the first 3 days. Start out with the best up front.
Oh,
right.
2
shows each day. Check out kutztownfestival.org to see a whole list of the entire entertainment schedule. There is some top-notch musicians coming to the festival this year. They're adding 2 stages as well, and all of the stages are booked full for the entire run of the festival. Check out the website, kutztownfestival.org. Watch their social media feeds, and come check us out live. I don't have the date of the times right in front of us right now.
They just got to show up the whole day.
That's right. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of July.
If you get there, you're going to want to stay all day anyway.
Yeah, there's
and
so
then
much
you'll be
to
coming back the next day to buy all the stuff you didn't buy the first day. So.
That you regret not buying.
You might as well just book out the whole week for it.
I agree. So check out kutztownfestival.org. I think it's .org. And check out the entertainment schedule, and you'll see when we're playing on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We'll do some music. We'll do some dumb stories. We'll do some jokes. Oh heck, we're gonna do it all, baby.
Sometimes the audience tells us jokes.
That has happened more than once, and son of a gun, sometimes they're really funny.
Good.
They're really funny.
Yeah, these old Dutchmen, they
know what they're doing.
They bottle it up for a while and let it go at the show.
Well, we've schwätzt long enough. Johnny Hiehewer, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that question.
Well, you've heard it from the Dutchman. Any other?
If you are at the folk festival,
find us.
You have to say something to us.
Oh yeah.
You can't just watch and then leave.
You can't just walk on by. You gotta stop.
You gotta talk to us. Okay, that's an order.
All right.
Fair enough. All right.
Well, you heard it from the Dutchman, and until next time, mach's gut.
If you have a question, you have to email us at busterpa@yahoo.com.